Smash Bros. 8.0 DLC update. There's a leak, and let's talk all about this thing. Here we go.
Block content.
What's happening, my Block buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Blocked Content's Leak Speak. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your content for today. Well, today I got quite a treat for you guys because we actually have something huge to break down. Of course, something we've all been talking about for the longest time, and that's, of course, more game modes coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, especially to that we've been waiting for the longest time: boss battles and target mode, and even getting a little bit more insight into what the two specific characters are that are returning and some other stuff. Also, Echo Fighters and even more information on this. So I wanted to break down everything that's inside this leak because, I mean, we all expect that something like this will happen. Maybe the specifications in this are not exactly right, but at least we can dream away at what this could mean for the future of Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC because, yeah, I think that if we get one more whole pass with different characters inside of it, we might as well get at least one more game mode out of it. I mean, think about it. 6 characters and not a single game mode update. I don't think that that's at all realistic. I think that Sakurai has something up his sleeve, and it might as well be this. So let's talk all about the information from this leak. And of course, I've been answering many of you guys' questions about Smash Ultimate and new fighters in our show Question Block, where I answer your questions. What do I think of your favorite game? How do you start making YouTube content? Well, whatever you can think of, send your question through to blockedcontentmail@gmail.com. I will answer your question live on the show in our next Question Blocked episode. And here is a brand new giveaway. You can win one of these Super Mario surprise capsules from Tomy. Any Mario item, Yoshi, a different character could be inside. I leave them closed so you can find out what's inside when you win. I'm giving away 4, so remember to like this video, subscribe to Blocked Content right now, and comment down below to enter for the giveaway. Alright guys, let's head into the main topic of today, and that is this leak, and I'll just go over it quickly and talk about everything that's in store in terms of game modes and characters. Smash Ultimate Update 8.0.0 leak posted by Anonymous saying the Arms Fighter will come with 2 new game modes, a boss rush mode and the target mode. Some bosses from Brawl will return. Proki probably means Porky, and Rayquaza, and some new ones. The target mode will have a unique setting for each character, including Echo Fighters and previous DLC. This update will launch in June of 10th. Well, yes, there's a lot here to break down, and in terms of if I believe this, well, let's wait until the end of the video to kind of decide if this is real, because I wanted to break it down first and see what the possibilities here are. Now, the Arms Fighter not being named here is extremely interesting. I never thought that that day would come when there was a leak that, didn't even talk about which specific character it would be, so no information on if it's Min Min or Twintel, Springman, Ribbon Girl, any other character. You guys have all sent out your comments and your thoughts. A lot of people are saying that it's Min Min or Springman. I don't see a lot of people saying Twintel or Max Brass. That is very interesting to me, and here, not even naming the character feels like a little bit of a cop-out, but maybe this person really doesn't have that information and just wants to talk about those game modes and bosses and stuff like that. So 2 new game modes will be in that 8.0.0 update, supposedly coming on June 10th. Now, of course, June is coming up quickly, and that is of course the E3 month, where normally we would get all these press conferences and briefings and media rooms, and everything would basically be filled with video game news, new trailers, new Smash Bros. Newcomers, a big Nintendo Direct. But of course, with everything going on in the world right now, that's not really going to happen. What's in fact going to happen is probably Nintendo isn't even going to be doing a Direct. We've seen all these little shadow drops throughout the couple of months, right? I mean, Mario Maker 2's DLC update with Worlds, and then of course also having that brand new Paper Mario the Origami King game, and basically not even a Nintendo Direct added to it. It was just videos dropped on the internet, on Twitter, social media, stuff like that. So to me, it doesn't really feel likely that we'll find out about this in some sort of Nintendo Direct. Maybe this will just be Sakurai talking about it in a video and saying, yes, June 10th is when this will happen. It kind of makes sense to have something happen in June, especially with, of course, the Arms Fighter dropping. And essentially, this would mean the Arms Fighter would release with 2 new game modes that are huge fan favorites. Of course, we're talking about a boss rush mode, which essentially would mean all of the bosses from the World of Light game mode. And I've actually played through World of Light again a couple of weeks ago with a very good friend of mine, and it really feels very special, that game mode. I mean, it isn't a Subspace Emissary, but it is something very special in its own right, and I feel like the bosses and the boss moments in there, I mean, going through Bowser's castle and feeling like, oh, I'm gonna unlock Bowser, but then instead you fight Giga Bowser, and the transformation cutscene, I mean, that stuff is all really gold. So I really feel like there's a lot to win there, and especially if you take all those great boss encounters founders and throw them all together in a awesome, sort of boss rush mode. So you fight all these bosses, and maybe just like Brawl, in sort of a non-specific order. Maybe you fight against all of them every time on a random order every time that you play that game mode. What I would like is that you can select the bosses that you fight, the characters that you fight, and that there are scores for, every character has their different score because they have, different moveset, different completion times, and maybe they could even be online. And also, what they're saying here about the, the specifics of that boss rush mode is that some bosses from Brawl will return, Porky and Rayquaza, name it, and also some new ones. So let's talk specifically about those two because they've been missing in action. It feels really weird because a lot of Brawl stuff still continued in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and especially like having the big golem type character, the mech character, appear in that game and not have Duon there made no sense to me. And also Porky missing in action entirely, not a spirit, not an assist trophy, not a boss, nothing. Even though there was a fully modeled version of him in Smash Bros. Brawl, he was a programmed boss in that game. Why didn't that character return in Smash Bros. Ultimate? I have no idea where the character is. Maybe they're saving for some sort of huge character reveal, but that also at this moment doesn't really feel all that likely. And then of course we have Rayquaza, which, pretty much isn't a big Pokemon in that universe anymore because a lot of other generations have come and gone. It's not the Brawl days where that was a really huge deal. Right now, we're talking about Sword and Shield and DLC of that game. And yeah, Pokemon really wants to be very recent with their Pokemon additions to that game. But of course, Rayquaza already having animations from Brawl, maybe that could be a little bit of a difference there. So that's something that I would believe if they would add it. So Porky and Rayquaza and some new ones. Now, if I had to guess, a lot of cool bosses could be from other franchises that we have. Maybe a Metal Gear Solid boss, maybe one of the Metal Gears. That could be really cool. Metal Gear Rex or Metal Gear Ray could be great bosses. Maybe one of the Chicken Walkers. That would be really cool. And of course, also Dr. Eggman, Robotnik himself. I mean, in one of those cool contraptions, the Egg Dragoon, or maybe just his regular, like, Sonic 1 swinging ball. I think there's a lot of great possibilities for Eggman to be a boss in this game. I feel like that's a place where the character would fit, right? Not as a playable character just yet. I mean, that might be another Smash game away, but especially as a boss, I think there's one character that really fits. I mean, also Dr. Wily, but he's already an assist trophy. I feel like Robotnik or Eggman would definitely feel right here. And then information about target mode, which I did not expect, but it's also in that screenshot over there. Target mode will have a unique setting for each character, including Echo Fighters in previous DLC. So the idea here is that it would be closer to Smash Bros. Melee, and of course the original Super Smash Bros. For the 64. And yeah, to an extent, Super Smash Bros. Brawl also had some sort of customability, but it was more or less, these templates that different characters could all play through. It wasn't, locked to specific characters. And the idea of them doing this in a roster that has these crazy amounts of characters that is even nearing to like 100 characters at the moment, I mean, that's insane. I don't think that that will happen. But yeah, unique settings for each character. So maybe the targets will be smaller, maybe, something like that. Maybe it'll be the same stages, but some things will be different, like the time limit to get them or something like that. That could, of course, also happen. So the update launching on June 10th, I think it's early for something like that, but of course they promised that the ARMS character will be there. If I had to take a guess, I think we will get an ARMS character like that has multiple skins, so that is representing a lot of different ARMS characters, and maybe even get a game mode or some sort of addition to a game mode, like make the 3-on-3 or 5-on-5 characters game mode in Smash Bros. Ultimate online, stuff like that. But I don't think that any huge things are coming anymore. I think that it's a little late for boss battle mode. I think it's a little late for target smash. I would love to see them, but right now, I mean, I'm holding out hope, and this leak definitely gives me some hope, but I don't know if this is true. So I really want to hear from you guys. If you guys have any thoughts, let me know in the comments down below. If you comment down below, that could actually be featured and read out loud in the next video. And today's comment question is, do you think more game modes are coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? And as for a previous comment question winner, our answer comes to us from our user, Shane Acock, saying, driving away from Smash, I saw that new Paper Mario trailer, and to be honest, I was surprised there was another one coming. No news whatsoever. I went in completely blind, and I'm not disappointed. Also, I'm really liking the use of origami in this entry. I'm mainly hoping for some other sequels because I'm just curious to see what else can be used. But yeah, this seems like a promising title, but hopefully there can be a sequel similar to Super Paper Mario. I haven't played it in ages and I want to start it again. Well, Shane, thank you so much for your comment. I kind of agree. I think that the paper aesthetic has been taken a little bit too far, but they're doing a great job with it regardless. The origami style, making it the bad guys and being folded, making that a bad thing, I think is a really cool idea, especially the person that you end up saving in the game is now a bad guy. Of course, that has happened and in other recent entries as well, and of course other beloved entries too. Don't want to spoil anything for any endgame stuff in those games, but yes, it does seem like a promising title, and you wanting to play some Super Paper Mario, well, let's hope that they do some sort of HD remaster of that game, because essentially it's all PNG pictures, right? And some like simple 3D, so I think that they could definitely do a brand new remaster of that game. So yeah, I'm totally in your field there. So thank you guys so much for sending in all your comments. These are always so much fun to read through. And of course, a big shout out to our latest Patreon supporters and super chats during live streams. You guys are supporting this channel and making it possible for me to do this every single day. So thank you guys so much. If you want to support the channel in, a crazier time than any, thank you. Patreon.com/blockedcontent. Remember, if you're not yet a member of the Blocked Content family yet, hit subscribe now, smash that like button, and ring the bell for notifications. And all the news and fun you care about will be delivered on the daily to you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you around the corner, where there's always more Blocked Content. See ya!